Okay, so here we are. I have my paper lined up. I put it down here on my little handy dandy clipboard. And for you, I recommend a few bits of material. Number one, we all need paper. This is just good old craft paper. 12 by 12 paper I pulled out of my drawer, which I have tons of because I do a lot of paper crafting, but I don't use this kind. Anyway, you get quite a collection of paper. So just get it up there on a clipboard. You can get a clipboard from the dollar store, just something that you can put on your table in front of you. I happen to have a drawing table. My drawing table is glass, and I use it. It tilts in all kinds of different directions, and I use it because I paint on it, I draw on it, color on it, all kinds of materials. So what else do you need? This great pencil. This great pencil that is a good old pencil you'd take to school with you, you know? We've used these for many years. Now you're going to learn to draw with it. How about a gummed eraser? They call it a gummed eraser because it looks like gum, but don't put it in your mouth. I guarantee you, you will not like the way it tastes. And do not drop it on the floor because dogs love it and it will be gone. This gummed eraser will come to you clean in a little package. But I love this because when you erase with it, it doesn't leave any of those crazy little things hanging all around here. It's just this nice eraser. And then when it gets dirty, if I can put this in, I'm not professionally set up. I just got my iPhone here. When it gets dirty, you pull this little sucker apart like this and you fold it in. It's like kneading bread. And you will have in minutes this nice clean eraser again. And we're going to find as we learn to draw, that we're going to use this eraser for many, many things. So the next thing you need is a good old sharpener. Hey, I like the kind that they have at most office stores that have a little container on the bottom so I don't have to keep running to the garbage can. And these work very nicely. Go inside, test them, bring a pencil, make sure they sharpen well. I like the kind that have these special, they call KUM sharpener deals inside. They sharpen and they stay sharp for a long time, but any sharpener will work. And let's see, the last thing I keep is a ruler. It helps me to get some of my straight lines straight, and it's just something to follow because when we get started on this, we're going to do a lot of practice pages. Now these videos are meant to be only 15 minutes long. I'll try to stay thereabouts. I have a great ability to talk your head off. But what I will do is give you plenty of things to do in that 15 minutes that will take you into your new fantastic world of drawing. I have heard from many, many, many of my friends and other students, parents of students, how, oh, they would just love to learn to draw, but they just have never been an artist and they could never do that. And my saying to you is, you don't know until you try. And then I've heard them say the first time I drew something down, it looked terrible. Well, so did mine. That's the way it goes. It came with many years of practice. I've been drawing now for well over 45 years. And I've been teaching how to draw for the last 35 to 40 years. And it has been amazing, the changes. You would laugh if I showed you the pictures I have now. But let's get started with this 15 minutes here, which now we only have 12 left, to go ahead and get you started on some things to go ahead and practice. Come back. I will be here on my YouTube page and offering you a new lesson. When you get bored with practicing this one, come back. And slowly but surely, these little bites into your day that you practice. Aren't you going to practice every day? Hey, you'd practice if you were learning an instrument. I play 9 instruments. And I didn't learn to play them overnight. I'm not skilled at all of them, but I play several of them very well. And it took a lot of practice. But that's all. It's a lot of practice. Okay, so let's get started. You have your materials, you have your pencil in hand, and what I'm going to have you start doing is practice laying out some lines. Lines you're going to find you've been doing since you learned to draw. Since you learned to write. We all write our names. Here, I can put my name right up here. It doesn't all fancy or anything. It's just good old letters. And yes, my name is Jackie. And there's nothing really fancy about it. Can you see that? I'll push a little harder. When you draw, bring your hand back here to about the middle of your pencil, so you're holding it fairly lightly. Now, one of the first things I want to teach you about drawing is we do not draw like this unless we're getting up to very close work. But a majority time when we're laying down our basic first things and we're practicing, we use the whole arm. You'll see my whole hand moving. So if I get in here and I just go along and I want to draw some great old pen lines like this, I just want to start from the top to the bottom, just getting myself some lines across the paper. Oops, I need to draw a little darker. Just get these lines going down here, just across. Go over the top of them if necessary. So I drew a couple of straight lines down here so I could follow this. Once you get a nice good set of these going all over the place, like this is part of your practicing. See how straight you can get them. Let's see if you can do a few this way. You see my whole arm is moving. My whole arm. I am not trying to create anything fancy. Just these great lines. I'm trying to keep them as straight as I can. My eye follows my pencil. It's kind of like baseball when you're trying to hit the ball. Your eye follows the ball, and you're more likely to hit the ball if your eye follows the ball. So I keep my eye on the lead of the pencil as it's drawing. Now, these lines aren't all perfectly straight. Let's try some straight up and down lines. Let's go like this. Okay, so again, I'm moving my arm. And you'll notice that I go back and forth a little bit before I lay it down. It's kind of like, let's pretend to draw a line in the air when I'm really trying to get straight. And then we'll go down. You can even go over it a couple times. Try a few short ones. Sometimes those are easier. Now, when I'm doing short ones, I get closer to the end of the pencil. But let's just try rolling it up and down. But I want you to practice moving your arm all the way from the top of your shoulder, just up and down. That's all we're going to do. Okay, so this is my great big beautiful practice page. Go this way. Let's try doing lines this way. This upper half is going to be all about lines because that's all we're going to put together right here in the beginning. Let's draw some short lines going across here. Hey, maybe we can try a square. Down, down, over, over. That's the crookedest square. Down, down, over, over. Okay, next part. Everybody has done this. Let's draw another little line that we can follow here with my ruler. I just try to get it as straight across as I can. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to make some E's. E's. Just follow the E's. You're going to go around smooth and even like little ruffles on the end of a skirt. See how it's going up? And I'm using my whole arm. I'm not doing this with my hand. This is for tiny drawing. It makes it very hard. This way, you can get the feel of your paper. Just up there. Can you see that? Still pretty light. I'm going to go ahead and pull out another sheet. See, my good old craft paper. Pull it out of my stash somewhere. Try to tape this down as good as I can. I'll throw it on the floor. Okay, so here we go again. Let's go up here. You can see it. Okay, we're going to go back. Do some more of those E's. Oh, the whole arm is going around. Remember, you're looking at your pencil lead, doing your best to aim it up and down, back down to touching this line. Mine are not perfect. Yours are not going to perfect. This is just the way we start. Another line. Let's turn those E's over. Okay, let's get from here and go this direction. I'm pulling it up too close. I'm trying to draw hard so you can see it. And then I get closer to the end. Keep your fingers back here towards the middle of your pencil. Just really pretty little filigree like this. Okay, let's try something else. Now that you've got your arm moving along smoothly, let's try going one up like this and then around and one down like this and then around and one up and around and then one down and then around and one up. Just practicing control. Down and up, down and up. Okay, that's good. Got a good start there. Okay, now I'm going to give you something a little harder. No line drawn. We're going to come in here in the middle. I want you to draw a circle. Now, my circle won't be even. That's okay. Neither will yours. I find it easy to keep my hand on this paper. I'm only the palm of my hand. And bring it around and around and around in a circle. And I'm getting that circle kind of going in the air. And then when I feel like I'm ready, I put it down. Oh, that was pretty good, actually. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. I don't have, my iPhone doesn't zoom in. Oh, I suppose it would do this. Let's see. Oh, see? You can see my circle. Let's try that again. Another circle. Let's do a smaller one. Again, just my hand, my shoulders moving. The whole thing is going around and around until I feel like I've got a circle thing happening. There we go. We got it again. Let's do a circle inside the circle. Look at, you put it down. Let's do a little circle on this side, a little circle on this side, a little circle on this side, and one of those big curves. Ah, nice happy face. So what your assignment is to come around here and give me a page full of these circles, just going around. Yours may be really lopsided, but remember, the key for this lesson is learning to use your whole arm all the way up to your shoulder and not your elbow even, keeping that elbow kind of just free, both arms. If you're left-handed, I'm not left-handed, I cannot move it to the other side and do that, it would never work. But just getting me some of these lines, these great good circles. You know, if you take and you put a little round rectangle in it like this, pretty soon if you bring that in here into all of them, like this, you have a page full of bubbles, like this. Or let's try adding something here on the bottom and give them a little string, and we got a page full of balloons. Look at, we're already drawing. And you told me you couldn't draw. Give this one a happy face. Okay, that's great. Circles inside of circles. Keep going around with circles. Here we are. Okay, so there you go. You have your E's, you have whatever those are called coming around the other direction. You have your circles. We have our straight lines going horizontally and vertically. Let's put something together for you to work on. Okay, I'm going to pull my paper out. See how easy that is? Just keep it up there with a piece of this great blue tape. Okay, so if I take and I go ahead and give myself a line across going this way. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, it's up here a ways. I'll do it this way. Like that. And another one down at the bottom, like this. And then you take one and you give it your angle like this. And another one and give it your angle like this. We have this great parallelogram. And that's all we're trying to create. Okay. Okay, let's go like this and give us one like this. Straight up and down. One like this. Right. Okay, we come back in there, got our nice thing. Okay, let's try the angle. Let's take our parallelogram and create it over here like this. And we're going to come off of these three sides, give us our little angle. Then we're going to go back and give us a straight line following this line, straight line over here, and a straight line up this way. And we now have a box. Everybody loves a box. Let's see if I can move this around a little bit. The box. Isn't that great? That was easy. Let's try another one. Okay, let's go. Let's do it again. Let's make a big long box. So we go straight line. Whole arm is moving. Underneath it, another straight line. The whole arm is moving. Up and down. I'm not trying to connect them properly. Just trying to get them as straight as possible. Okay, and then remember off these three. One. Make it a big flat box. And then we do a straight line to follow this line. Keep it even. And then straight up and down. Got yourself a great flat box. Now, if I want to, I can come over this just a little bit harder now that I have it down. I can draw my box out a little bit more even. And now you have learned how to create 3D with some perspectives. Our box has some shape. So you've learned about taking square boxes, a square, and turning them into boxes. So you can draw me a page of boxes. Okay, and so if I take this and I get that great eraser that I told you to have, let's flatten it out a little bit here on this edge, and let's erase some of this stuff, all the extra stuff off of there. Just like this. You have a wonderful box. We can do that on all of them. You can ink them up. You can give yourself, take your circle and put it on the front of this. And we're going to put a petal up this way, an oval that way, oval that way, oval that way. And I'm still using my whole arm. Let's put a couple petals in here on both sides. A couple petals in here on this side. And, okay, let's take and draw it in darker now that you have your lines. We'll go up and down. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Put it on the front of your box. And we'll put 2 in here, like so. 2 on here, like so. 2 in here like so, 2 in here like, and let's give it a few speckles inside of here, maybe a few of these little wrinkles down here in the end. Now you have a box with a graping flower on the front of it. So all you who have told me I cannot draw, I just took a few straight lines and a few curved lines that we learned how to do circles. And we started learning how to sketch. Our 15 minutes for today is up. You take this week, take this all home and go practice this. We have our page full of stuff we've done. Get your tools. Not much to it, just simple school tools you used to take with you. Now you can bring them out and find something to do with it. And I will see you next week with another tutorial.